I don't think I can do this anymore. I have made it to the final trophy without turning this camera on. This game does not warrant a face cam. It was just meant to be a simple 40 to 50 hour. This is what I read online. 40 to 50 hours to platinum. I'm going to show you. Let's enter the vault. Oh my days, even this has taken forever. Let me show you how long this game has taken. Or if you see me doing this, for some reason I've decided to put my camera right in front of my monitor, so I actually can't see the screen. I had to show you what's going on. Tell me why this game has taken me almost 120 hours. Why? If there was a way to play this game wrong, I found it and I've done it. I think I've treated this game as though it's a normal game instead of like a pocket game that you just meant to like whip your phone out every like half an hour or an hour and like update things, move on to new processes. But no, I'm quite literally sat here. Oh, look at me in my glorified hole in the ground. I am not the same woman I was when I started this. I'm a shell of a woman. When I first started playing this game, I had 20/20 vision. I had an okay back. That's a lie, I've always had a bit of a bad back. But my back is gone.
Back is broken.
I have had this hot water bottle strapped to me the whole entire time I've been playing this game. I don't know what to do. I want to move on with my life. I want to play a new game. But like I have OCD, so it's kind of like I can't really put this game down and start a new one because I want to be 100% invested into the next one. I don't want to have to think, oh, I've got to come back here. But at the same time, this is like real in life. That noise, it hurts my soul to hear that noise. Just look at him scurrying around my warehouse, eyeing up the merch. Oh, that's it. You go back. So let me let you in on what was actually going on with this game and why I decided to play it. This game was meant to be part of a different video and it was not meant to be just solely based on this game. However, this game has shown me a form of torture that I was not expecting. And I need to, as a public service announcement, let you know never to install this game, never play it. I read a trophy guide online and it said 40 to 50 hours platinum time. And it also stated that is without using the time hack where you change the clock on your PlayStation, you set it into the future, so the processes basically speed up and you don't have to wait in real life 12 hours. But it did state people have reported corrupt files by doing it that way. So I thought, even if I'm spending 40-50 hours, that's still a lot of time. I don't want to corrupt any files. No, thank you. I am risk adverse. So I was being a good little gamer and I thought, no, I'm going to play this how it was meant to be played. I mean, I definitely didn't do that because I do not think this game was meant to be played with me at the screen every given second of the day. I was even getting up in the morning when my boyfriend's alarm was going off for work, and then all of the sound effects, this overstimulating, that noise at like 5:30 in the morning. I'm gonna have to stop here for 2 seconds because I need more quantum colas, because basically the only trophy I've got left is to get 20 legendary outfits, and basically to craft 20 legendary outfits you need to have outfit stations. What are they called? Outfit shops. Outfit factories. You need to level your outfit factories to level 3, which costs 90,000 bottle caps. Okay, right, I really need to concentrate because you've got to watch this bottle here. He likes to just have a little peruse of the vault, and then you've got to be so quick with him because he'll just like do his little walk in and he might do a little dance move, and then sometimes he waves, and then I had a theory that when he waves, that's when he's giving you a quantum cola. Where did he go? Where did he go? Oh, what has my life come to? And as you've just seen there, he was doing like the little wavy arms move and I got one then. So there is no theory behind that, just for anybody that does decide to brave this game. I am so sad. I feel so sad just sit here staring at a 2D game like this. Gosh, look at this. We're overrun with mole rats. If you have, or you do brave the game, I've put elevators around the vault because basically mole rats can only get in where there's dirt. So if you section off the perimeter of your vault with elevators. They can't get through elevators. They can get through dirt into rooms. When I found that nugget of wisdom online, I was like, yes, let us decorate this vault in freaking elevators, which cost me a shit ton of, I was going to say money, it's bottle caps. But then I came across some information which made sense, that basically when your vault gets attacked, your enemies will come in, obviously, from the vault door, and they'll go right to left to right to left. So they'll come in here, if you can see where the little green cursor is. They'll come in through the vault door, they'll go to the first room and follow it all the way to the end. And then if there's an elevator at the end, like there is in every other room, they will go down the elevator shaft, and then they'll go left, and then they'll go across, and then they just keep doing this. A nice little trick, create a kill room, and to remove the elevator from the end room. So what they have to do is they have to backtrack on themselves, meaning they'll come in, go to the end, and then they're going to come back into the first room, the kill room, and then they're going to get another hammer in. That's why I don't have an elevator on the end of my first run of rooms. So now I feel like it was a little bit pointless that I've put elevators all the way around my vault, because now I have an open space. So technically more rats could get in from the outside into the med bay, into this room here. But also because I've not completely filled up my vault yet, I've got empty rooms where it's just mud, so they're going to get in there anyway. Yeah, I feel like the logic behind it kind of fell apart. However, I do really like the look of this layout. I don't even know how I'm going to contextualize this video. I don't know whether to do something a bit different and just talk you through the trophies that I have got, and I'll insert clips of when I achieve those trophies. Here are the trophies that I've earned so far. The first 7 trophies that I earned on this game, I actually earned in the same day. So it was giving me false hope that this was going to be quite a fast progressing platinum. So if we start off with the first and probably the most easiest trophy, Mattress Stuffer. I love that name, Mattress Stuffer, which is to collect 1,000 bottle caps, which was then followed by 3 trophies very similar to one another, which was to merge 3 food rooms, 3 water rooms, and 3 power rooms. Again, some of the easiest trophies you could ever get on this game. Then I earned the trophy Better Settler for leveling up 1 dweller from level 1 to level 10. About an hour later, I earned another trophy called Hard Work is Happy Work. And this game was hard work. Can't say it was happy work, but that trophy was to complete 50 room rushes. One thing that I will mention is if you're on the PlayStation, you can go to the PlayStation store and basically get a free pack, and it comes with a Mr. Handy, and that Mr. Handy will collect all the resources from one floor, so you don't have to keep going back to each room when resources are ready to be collected and manually collect them. He'll just do it for you. Make sure you get that pack so you can get your first Mr. Handy straight away. This just sounds very weird. Get your first Mr. Handy. Just like your first 1,000 bottle caps, the next trophy was to get you 10,000 bottle caps. I then got Vault Tech Architect for building 25 rooms. And in a couple of those rooms, my vault dwellers were getting a bit randy and we made 25 babies. I think someone may need to contact HR. So we had 25 new additions into the vault, which gave us another trophy. It was nice to have the extra hands around the vault. It meant that I could build more rooms and put more dwellers in there and get more resources. With more work taking place, I was able to level up my vault dwellers from level 1 to 25. I was also working my way through a lot of the quests. So I got a trophy for defeating 10 quest bosses and 10 quests in general. I feel like after I hit this point in the trophy collecting, I noticed it slowed down a little bit, so it was a couple more days until I got my next trophy. Essentially what I was doing was having all of my vault dwellers in training rooms because I wanted to train all of their special stats. And the most important stat to make sure that your vault dwellers have maxed early is the endurance stat. This means they receive higher hit points when they take a stim pack. You could be level 28 low on health health, and then you level up to 29 and then your health gets boosted, and your endurance is what determines how much your health is boosted by. But yeah, most of them were in training rooms. They weren't in crafting rooms, so I moved them to crafting rooms. I just wanted to get a move on with the trophies to make it feel like I'm still progressing, and that's where I got the trophy weaponsmith for crafting 10 weapons. So of course my vault dwellers are now absolute beasts, and they have their handy dandy crafted weapons. So of course I got the trophy enemy of the waste. Urban Ranger and Smooth Talker obviously came naturally as well, as you are doing these quests. One trophy that annoyed me a little bit is I had to build a barbershop. Now, I'm trying to oversee a vault. Very important processes are happening. We've got weapon crafting, we've got people training, we've got food and water production. And I'm looking at the trophy list and I basically find out that I need to build a barbershop and give 10 of my vault dwellers a little off the top. This is fine. It's more bottle caps that I don't want to spend. It's more time that I don't want to waste. But it is for a trophy, so I gave them a little makeover. Just like the barbershop, theme recipes are annoying because they don't give any bonus to the rooms, it just makes them look different. And the amount of time it takes to craft a theme, first of all, you need to go on quests. Some of these quests are going to give you fragments to themes. Once you've got all of those fragments, you get one theme recipe. So that's step one. Then you have to buy a theme room, craft the theme, and the time it takes to craft these themes were days, literal days. And then you can only use themes if your rooms are level 3 rooms. Now the thing is with level 3 rooms is they take longer to handle incidences that happen. If your room's on fire, it takes forever to put the fire out. Before you can rush a room or even start crafting in a room, you literally have to wait. I'm happy just having my rooms either at the base level, so level 1, or level 2 at max. So anyway, I collected all of the fragments for 4 theme recipes and I got the trophy decorator, followed by 2 more trophies, get off my lawn, for successfully stopping 50 raider attacks, and then survivalist for completing 60 quests. Editing M here, just realised in all of the chaos I forgot to mention these 2 trophies. My vault dwellers, they like to be looking fresh. So as a very understanding overseer, I made sure to give them some new outfits, which gave me the trophy fashionista. So really, who's winning? Because your girl was doing so much crafting, I got a trophy for crafting a theme, an outfit and a weapon. Now this next one baffles me. Whatever grace the game had shown me on this trophy, I could only wish that it shows me this grace again on my last trophy that I'm currently waiting to get it. The Armed and Dangerous trophy was for collecting 20 legendary weapons. I actually don't know why or how this is popped because let me show you. I need 20 legendary weapons. Have a little look here. Legendary weapons, 17. And I got the trophy. And I got the trophy before I got 17, by the way. I'm literally at the end of the game, just waiting for final trophy to pop. So when I actually got this trophy, it was about a week ago. And I think I had around 10 legendary weapons and it popped. So I had in my mind, oh, so that must have been what the trophy was. 10 legendary weapons, and then when I do the 10 legendary outfits it's going to pop. So I just had 10 in my mind. I was thinking, oh well, I've got 10 legendary outfits, surely the trophy would pop. Went back through the list and saw that they both need you to have 20 weapons and 20 outfits, and that was when I realised I've just been given a trophy when I don't have 20 legendary weapons. I really don't know how it's happened. I've obviously not been given the same grace with the legendary outfits. It's a cruel world, it really is. I need 20, so I need 9 more to get. As you can see, I currently have 3 of them crafting at the moment. We have the T45A power armor, the X01 Mark 1 power armor, and a T51F power armor. Got another day, 5 hours on that one, 17 hours on that one, 2 days, 12 hours on that one. What I was thinking is because I need 9, well that's 3, so I need 6 more, and I have got 6 more rooms. But the problem is, to craft legendary outfits, you need to have all these rooms leveled up to level 3, which cost 90,000 bottle caps each. But you also need to have the resources, and legendary resources are harder to come by. A lot of the time you are given them as rewards for certain quests, and a lot of the time those quests are the ones that take the longest, and they also require you to have that highest level Vault Dweller out doing that quest and also equipped with the best stuff. So yeah, it's a grind. It is. To be honest, this has got to be one of the grindiest games I've ever played. 120 hours. Like, how? How have I given 120 hours of my life to this game? At this point, there's so much waiting around. The only thing I can do is look out for the mysterious man whenever he appears. He just pops up every now and again. A noise will prompt you when he's here, and a noise will prompt you when he disappears, so you know to stop bothering to look for him. When you find him, he will reward you with bottle caps, which made it easier to get the next trophy, A Better Future Underground, for upgrading 20 rooms to level 3. Now I know I just said not to do this, but the trophy required it, so I did it. Because I had so many bottle caps at this point, I just built them and then deleted them. As I mentioned, the more rooms, the more baby making.
Yeah, boy.
So it wasn't long before I had 100 Vault Dwellers, and this is exactly how many Vault Dwellers I needed to unlock the final room available in the game, which was the Nuka-Cola Bottler. Now, the Nuka-Cola Bottler is great because it produces you food and water in the same room. So, of course, it's just more cost efficient, and you have the same amount of people working in the room and you're getting double the resources. The skill it uses the most is endurance. Well, of course, at the beginning of the game, I was just leveling everyone's endurance up, which means end game is much better. I say end game, the game is infinite. It can go on as long as you want it to. Unfortunately, it's gone on a little bit longer than I would have liked. But yeah, so everyone's already maxed out in endurance. So what I do is I just throw them in one of these rooms, one of them rooms also being a kill room. As you can imagine, when enemies attack the vault, they enter the kill room. Everyone's maxed out in endurance. They run to the end of the corridor, realise there's no elevator, think, shit, I've got to turn around and get butchered again, and then they're dead. Easy peasy. I'll just put the next 2 trophies up on screen because they are so repetitive. Now, the trophy The Overseer is for leveling up one Vault Dweller from level 1 to level 50. Level 50 is the max level in the game. How I would recommend you do this is max out their endurance, equip them with the highest endurance boosting outfit. I was being really precious about making sure that all my dwellers that I was planning on sending to the wasteland had their special stats maxed out. If you've got the strategy, time or money to do this, and when I say money, you can put real money into the game to buy Vault Tech lunchboxes, to buy quantum colas, which again just speed up all the processes. But yeah, I didn't want to do any of that because then it loses the appeal of it being a free game. Just wanted to essentially show you that you can do this without putting the money on. Don't get too hung up on the fact that your Vault Dwellers have to be maxed out in all their stats. As long as endurance is maxed and the others are looking kind of okay, as long as you look at it and you don't go, oh gosh, that looks terrible, they're gonna literally get massacred out there, then just send them out, because that is the quickest way to get them to level up to level 50. My second to last trophy was to complete 100 of the objectives. They are a bit of a grindy trophy, but essentially you have 3 objectives daily. You can only skip one of them once a day. Otherwise, you have to use your Nuka-Cola Quantums to skip a task. But essentially, these objectives reward you with either Vault Tech lunchboxes or Nuka-Cola Quantums or pets. Having pets give you bonuses. Some of the bonuses that you get with pets are it will either give you a damage boost, it may decrease crafting time, it may give you a percentage boost on how likely you are to find weapons and outfits out in the wasteland when you're exploring. It was a grind and a half to get that 100 objective trophy, but I did it, and now I'm literally just sat here waiting for my outfits. I'm probably gonna switch the game off, just let it cook, keep checking in, because I think the only way I'm going to do this without skipping time is to just keep on pushing through with the quests, and also keep checking in case Mr. Bottle and Cappy and Bottle appear, because the bottle might give me some quantums, which means I can skip a lot of the crafting. I'm going to do a quest, I'm going to see how many quantums I get from it, and then I can fast track that 15-hour outfit. I mean 1 day outfit with the 15 quantums. One thing that I will say I like about this game, and the Fallout games in general, the dialogue it's pretty good. Whilst I'm doing this quest, I'll probably insert some footage of some funny dialogues that made me giggle. and made doing these quests a little less painful. I've not mentioned this before. Fallout is one of my all-time favourite games. I literally love that game series so much. It was the first game series that I probably could say I actually fell in love with. When I was in my teens, I just lived for that game. Every time I completed Fallout 3, I'd literally play it from the beginning again. And I absolutely love Fallout New Vegas as well. Those two games, top tier. And tell me why the devs have not remastered it. I'm sorry. Oh, one of my guys just got killed. I don't want any more missions for Fallout 4. I don't want anything for 76. I just want Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas to be remastered. And I know I'm not the only one. True Fallout fans, we know where it's at and we know it's those two games. The nostalgia I get when I play those games, it's like all the problems in the world just disappear, which is actually quite funny because they're post-apocalyptic. Like, you're literally in a nuked wasteland, so the fact that it can bring so much joy and happiness says a lot. I'm curious to know, are you a Fallout fan? Let me know in the comments, and also let me know what your favourite Fallout game is. I'll be honest, the wheels for the Fallout series came off with Fallout 4. Fun fact, Fallout 4 was the first platinum I ever got. That Christmas, I got my PlayStation 4 and I got Fallout 4 with it. So, I mean, it was a good Christmas. But yeah, I just didn't feel emotionally bonded to that game. I think it was the colour switch up as well. Everything went primary, like it was like super bright yellows and blues. I don't know, it felt a bit too full of life when you think to Fallout 3 and New Vegas, it was a little bit dull and dingy, but I liked it because you're in a wasteland. It's not going to be bright and colourful and it's all happy rainbows and butterflies. And what I can remember from Fallout 4 is the missions were so repetitive. Like, you literally just kept on going to the same places over and over again. It just didn't feel like Fallout anymore. Then comes along 76. When that game got released, I was not an online gamer. I was purely just campaign story-based games. I think the most experience I'd had with online games was Tomb Raider multiplayer, because Tomb Raider is another one of my favourite games ever. Fallout, Tomb Raider and Uncharted. And I have to make it a must. If it's my favourite game, I have to get the Platinum Trophy. And I will even go as far as to get the like DLC trophies or trophies that basically don't give you anything fancy, just more trophies. I will do it for those sorts of games. Anyway, going back to 76, because I love the Fallout series so much, I feel like a true fan would play it just to basically show the dedication for the series. So I ended up getting 76. Now the weird thing is, I love the vibe of the game. I loved building the camp. I loved just traveling the map, finding a nice area and making it my home. Like the music and the way the light came through the trees, I can just envision it now where I set up my camp, and I don't know, it's just a real cozy game. However, I find it incredibly hard. I don't know if anybody else does. I feel like I'm really silly for saying it, but I find Fallout 76 difficult. So to this day, it's the only Fallout game that I haven't platinumed. Even this, I'm going to platinum eventually. I'm sorry if this video is very chatty, but it's nice to have a little chat. And also I've got nothing better to do whilst I wait for the platinum. So in 76, when you have the events, I did team up with some people, and as long as you put in a certain amount of damage, you will reap the benefits of basically completing the quest. And oftentimes, because I just didn't have the armor or the best weapons, the team was just absolutely rattling the enemies, and then I'd just show up and give a few bullets here and there, and then I'd get like obviously the rewards. I think I would enjoy the game if I was playing with other people. I mean, it's built for you to play with other people. So hit me up if you want to play Fallout 76. We'll get the platinum together. Oh, I got no bottle caps from that. Nuka-Cola Quantums. Did I get any outfits? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep pushing through, try to get as many quantum bottles as I can. I'm going to sign out for now.
2,000 years later.
Unfortunately, I didn't capture this glorious moment whilst recording. As expected, this trophy popped prematurely, but best believe the moment it did, I uninstalled that bad boy quicker than a Brotherhood scribe quoting protocols.